Imagine this. The world around you is falling apart. Another crisis, another betrayal, another moment of pressure, and yet your mind is calm. Still, unshaken. Sounds impossible. It's not. It's a skill. One that Marcus Aurelius mastered while ruling an empire in the midst of war, plague, and chaos. And you can master it too. This isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about building a mind that stays steady even when nothing else does. It's about Stoic philosophy, an ancient path that leads not to comfort but to clarity. Not to escape but to endurance. Marcus faced the kind of stress most of us will never know. He carried the weight of millions. But instead of crumbling, he chose to sharpen his mind like a blade. Through daily practice, he forged a way of thinking that made him unshakable. And that same path is still open to anyone willing to walk it the path of Stoic philosophy. It starts with awareness. A clear mind doesn't come from avoiding problems. It begins with recognizing just how clouded we really are. Most of us live in reaction. Fear, anger, excitement, they drive our decisions more often than we admit. Add in distractions, ego assumptions, and mental shortcuts, and it's no wonder we feel lost in our own thoughts. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." The Stoics would agree. The first step is to pause. Notice the thoughts that arise. Step back from them. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is it true? Is it useful? That moment of awareness creates space. And in that space, clarity begins. But clarity isn't just about what you notice, it's also about what you allow in. Your mind is shaped by your environment. The news you consume, the voices you follow, the conversations you have, all of it becomes the raw material your thoughts are made from. And if you're constantly feeding your mind with outrage, gossip, and shallow noise, don't be surprised when your thinking feels chaotic. You want to think like a Stoic. Then curate your inputs. Read books that elevate you. Listen to people who challenge you, not just entertain you. Protect your silence. Create mental space the same way you'd clear clutter from your home. When you clean up your inputs, your thoughts become sharper. You stop being a sponge for the world's confusion and start becoming a filter for truth. And in that silence, in that space, you'll find something rare: stillness. We live in a culture that worships speed. Fast news, fast opinions, fast decisions. But fast isn't the same as wise. The mind that sees clearly doesn't rush, it waits. It breathes. Take 5 minutes today. No phone, no noise, just your breath and your thoughts. Go for a slow walk. Stare out a window. Let your nervous system settle. Clarity doesn't live in frenzy, it grows in quiet. Stillness isn't laziness. It's strength under control, and when you're quiet enough to hear your own thoughts, that's when the right questions begin to emerge. Because Stoics don't rush to conclusions, they ask better questions. What am I assuming? What are the facts? Not the feelings. What would someone I admire do right now? What's the next smallest step? The quality of your life often depends on the quality of your questions. Most people ask, why is this happening to me? But the Stoic reframes, what can I learn? What's within my control? That shift in language changes everything. It takes you out of victimhood and puts you back in the seat of agency. Questions are not just for information. They're tools for transformation. And none of this happens by accident. Clear thinking isn't a gift, it's a habit. A muscle you build over time, and like any muscle, if you don't train it, it weakens. Read things that challenge your worldview. Don't just confirm what you already believe. Reflect on your mistakes, not to shame yourself, but to learn. Practice thinking the opposite of what you feel. Debate with yourself. Play devil's advocate. Stretch your mind until it becomes more flexible than reactive. Marcus Aurelius didn't wait for wisdom to strike like lightning. He trained for it. He wrote in his journal. He studied Stoic philosophy. He tested his thoughts against reality. His clarity was earned, not given. And that's the truth most people miss. You don't become calm by chance. You become calm by choice, over and over again. In the middle of pressure, in the chaos, in the noise. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about seeing them clearly, naming them, choosing your response instead of being dragged by reaction. It's about self-mastery, not to impress others, but to live free. Because in a world that profits off your confusion, your clarity is rebellion. In a society that wants you reactive, being calm is power. Being still is strength. So if you've made it this far, maybe something inside you already knows this path is calling. Maybe you're tired of the mental clutter, tired of being shaken by every storm. And maybe, just maybe, you're ready to train like a warrior, not with weapons, but with wisdom. Start today. 5 minutes of silence, one thoughtful question, one page of truth. That's all it takes to begin. And if this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button to help others find this clarity. Share it with someone who's struggling to stay grounded. And subscribe for more videos that dive into Stoic philosophy, self-mastery, and inner peace, because the world doesn't need louder voices. It needs stronger minds. Leave a comment. What's one question you'll start asking yourself today? Until next time, stay calm, stay clear, and keep walking the path.